All right. Okay, I'm going to recap because I'm a pain in the ass and I forgot to hit record. So everybody has committed to making sure that they're gonna do their best, that we all want to achieve this. We kind of need to go through and see, like, does everybody want to hit the 20 points for the crew or for the Kauai trip and get like airfare and all that kind of stuff, or if other people have like if that's what we're going to go for is more than 20 points. I think that that's where everybody's at, but I just want to confirm before we all team up and stuff. Some of the options that I had discussed with these guys just a couple of minutes ago before I remembered to record was that Lindsay has Amber and Christina in her organization. We thought about having them as like three of the four core on one team, and then Kelly, Francis, and I on the second core team. We have Vicky and Mary that would like to join our teams, and we would love to have them on there. So that would round out our 8. And I've talked to everybody personally. I've talked to Vicky and Mary and Kelly and Lindsay personally. I guess I haven't really talked to Amber and Christina, but I would assume that you guys are everybody's on the same page as far as that goes. Like, we're gonna just bust our butts and make this happen in 90 days. Otherwise, people wouldn't be on the Zoom. Yep. And I know Christina can't make it, and Mary and Francis right now because they have other commitments and stuff. But I just wanted to try and get this kind of ironed out so we can get the teams logged and everything before we get cut off and disqualified and whatever else. So
before we even start.
I know, yeah. Well, that settles it then, I guess.
I have a question.
My mic's off, and I said the same thing over here before we even get started.
Is this similar to the cruise then, where we can add people after we have the 4 core, or is it just okay?
So we have to have the 4 core to be able to even have a team.
Okay.
And if anybody that has signed up after April 1st decides that they want to run and they want to be on it, I don't think that there is, I think it's unlimited of however many people we can add to the teams and stuff after that. So I have, I think, 3 other people that might be interested in it that are just starting to build. And like, I think that, like, if I remember right, Christina might be having somebody else that was interested, and you guys probably, like, everybody's kind of searching for that, you know? So I wouldn't have a problem once we get these core teams like established, being able to go through and say like, okay, let's, after they get their 2 points or whatever is required for us to add them, like it was with the cruise, that we just go through and do that, because everybody deserves a chance. If we're going to try and do it, it doesn't affect our points whatsoever if they don't hit it and stuff, but at least they get a chance, you know?
And Kayla, I would add too that reach out to your April customers and reach out to them with this trip. I started doing that yesterday, and I've already had 2 people. One definitely wants to refer now. She wants to join the team. She wants to earn the trip to Kauai. And then the other one is, she's praying about it right now, but she sounds really interested, really intrigued by the trip. So if you want it, and if, you know, we get points too for builders, you know, as soon as somebody signs that one first customer. So definitely reach out and use this as an incentive to draw people in.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii?
Right. And so one of the things I'm like, okay, if anybody has like a preference of, okay, it'd be if we did like Lindsay, Amber, and Christina. If there is a preference on like Vicky or Mary, then we could do it that way, you know what I mean? Or we can do Lindsay, Amber, Christina, Kelly, and then I can like Vicky and Mary and Francis. We can do it either way. So we can either split the teams that way, or we can split them different. Or if any of you guys have a better option that you see that I just don't see, then go ahead and tell me, because I'm perfectly cool with us doing something completely different than what I've thought of, because we all have completely different brains, and that's what's going to help us out with this. So
I don't have a preference. I feel like if everybody that's on our team is as equally and if like eager to and motivated to go. I do not care, honestly. So you can place whoever, and then we can start kind of building strategy from there. I know I'm jumping ahead with this, but one of the things, Kelly, were you on the call last night with Aaron? Because I know there was like the Zoom before the Zoom. Were you on that one?
Yeah.
There were so many takeaways. I wish I had hopped on earlier, but I really liked how they started building out and talking about strategies and ideas in point building and what they were going to do. I think that piece really motivated me. And so I was curious, as we form our core teams, will we stay in this chat that you built, Kayla, and all of us coming together and running and bouncing ideas, or will we kind of be asked to then take our core four and have separate meetings, or can we do this all together so we're all sharing together? Because to me, I would appreciate that if we're all kind of in it to win it together and sharing. But I really liked what they were talking about in that call yesterday, because it really motivated me and made me think a little bit more outside the box than how I ran cruise time. So anyways, I know I'm going a little bit ahead, but I was just curious what your thoughts were once the core teams are formed.
Yeah, my idea of it would be, let's all stick together. We're all a team. We all can bounce ideas off of each other. And everybody has so many different strengths and weaknesses that I feel like each one of us in a completely different way could help each other out with like motivation or strategy or language or whatever, you know? What's wrong, Rippy? He's like, I'm done with Zooms. But yeah, like as long as you guys are good with that, like I know that some of the leadership has reached out to people and said like, well, you technically should be doing like your 4 people and just stick with accountability on that. But I feel like if we're all in this together, let's just stick with it together. And then that way, if we've got add-on people and stuff too, like that helps us all bond as our own organization and stuff too, in our own team. And I don't think that there's a bad, or I guess anything that could come out of this negative by having everybody on the Zoom together.
Yeah, I don't either.
Working through it.
Yeah.
Except for the dog back here behind me doing weird shit.
There's nothing in the rules that says that it has to be just 4. Has anybody? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that said the accountability portion can only be 4 people. I saw that the core 4, by their stipulations, we have to have a core 4 group to be able to add other people to it, which I think anybody under whoever is in those core 4's organization could be added to their organization type thing. So like if we did split it with like Lindsay's girls and like Kelly and Francis and whatever, if we split it that way, we could just have anybody that enrolls underneath that. But if we split it a different way, like we would just have anybody that enrolls under whoever is on each one of those teams can just be added as like people under those teams, and we'll all just continue to add people to this group and work together to make it happen. Like I don't see any downside to that.
Okay.
You can get up. Come on.
And I will be honest, my goal is to read through all of the FAQs and the fine print, but I realized during cruise, they did have those accountability pieces on our cruise page. And so are we required for this trip that we have to be logging our stuff in that portal, right? That is required.
Heard that could be like required. So I think we might actually have to go through and do that this time to prove that we're meeting 5 times a week and stuff like that, and how many people we're talking to and everything. So it might be a lot more intricate than it was last time for sure.
And is that up to each individual person to go in and do that, or is a team leader the one that has to put those?
It's actually the leaders of the team.
Okay.
So Lindsay, you would be responsible for Christina and Amber and whoever the 4th person is going to be. I did go in and read that.
Well, and the way it was stated was anybody on the team could be the leader. They're the one that's going to set up the team and then track those accountabilities as well. So if it was too much for Lindsay to do, one of the 3 of us could take that on as well.
Right.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I think I was understanding it that way, but I wanted to be sure. So, okay.
And I feel like that's something that we can do when we have our scheduled meeting and stuff like that. Like
That's what I was gonna say. Just do it all in one lump. I have
Yep.
my Excel tracking that I keep my accountability already going every day, so it'd be easy enough to just kind of move over, if we did that once a week or whatever the requirement of adding that in.
Well, Lindsay, I have a hard time believing that about you.
I know. That's
I'm
color
so
coded
shocked.
in everything.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sorry, ladies, I have to hop off for my other meeting, but I'll catch up with you guys after.
Okay.
no
Bye,
problem.
Amber.
Bye, Amber.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other like ideas as far as that goes? Like, I I thought of a couple of different scenarios and I'm like, Vicky, do you have preference on whether you're on a team with Mary or if you are on a separate team? Like, have you thought about it since we talked earlier, like what you think would work best for you?
You know, at this point, I know that I'm going to run as hard as I can. Okay. I'm going to run as hard as I can. And my only fear is what I shared with you this morning. And that is, what if I don't meet the goal? And I don't want everybody else to be upset if something happened. You know what I mean? But my full intentions is to put balls to the walls and make this happen.
Right. Well, and I don't
So-
think that if every single person tries their very best, that anybody gets to be mad, because none of us would be able to even get to go if we didn't have two extra people anyway. You know what I mean? And so that we are automatically disqualified, but as long as everybody's giving it their all and making sure to be accountable and sticking with all the things that we set up as teams to make sure that we're all being successful, then I don't think anybody's going to get mad if it doesn't work out for whatever reason.
And honestly, Vicky,
Yes.
I think every single one of us is feeling the same exact thing.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing.
I was ready last night. I told my husband, you know what? I just don't think I can do it. I just don't think I can. And like this wave of release came over me. And then I sat in on that Zoom last night and listened to you ladies and totally lit a fire in me. And I came back out later and told my husband, he's like, wait a minute. I thought you weren't going to try. I'm like, I'm going to Hawaii. So
Kelly,
yeah,
thank
no.
you. It means the world to me because okay, so I'm gonna be honest with all you, because that's who I am. I'm a recovering addict and I've got almost 12 years, and my emotions in the last 2 months have been off the freaking chart. And so it's like, I'm scared to death, but I know I can do this because I've done it in the past. It didn't qualify for the cruise. And that's just because we weren't in a right headspace for it, and we weren't making each other accountable the way we should have been. And I'm okay with that. I'm my mom's full-time caregiver. She's 89 years old, and I'm okay. I don't have to try and figure it all out for that one. But this one I want to make happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to do whatever you guys think is best. And whoever needs, I'm all about emotion. So just know that. That's who I am. I'm emotion, and
Vicky is like awesome with connecting with people. Like that is something that instantly, you guys both know I am not somebody that is people's first choice most of the time.
I love you.
Instantly connect with people, but Vicky does. So I think that she'll bring that to the team and help pump people up and stuff, because she does instantly connect with people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, Kayla. I don't know what it. When you left, I was so sad the other day that you left, and that I went to the gala without you. I wanted you to be there, and I was so emotional through all of that. I cried, I screamed, I yelled. I have a fire under me. But Kelly, it's like last night, this morning, I woke up and I thought, I can't do this. I can't do this to these guys. I can't. I can't. And then I went, you know what? Don't do that to yourself, because the self-doubt is what's got you screwed up, and you need to stop it. And what's really funny is my son called me, and he got a new job, and he's only been there 4 days, and they want to make him a key keeper. And he's all worried about it. So here I am pep talking him, and all of a sudden, realizing what I was saying to him, I looked up and went, okay, I hear you. Okay, because I was telling him exactly what I needed to be telling myself, you know.
Right.
So promise to give this 100%. I'll be honest, I'm not the most organized person, but I'm working on it right now.
Oh, you need Lindsay in your life. You need Lindsay.
Right.
Well, that's
She's
like what
so
Kayla said,
organized.
like Kayla said at the top of the call, we all have our own individual strengths, so we can all
Right.
learn from each other. And so whatever your struggle is that day or that week, then somebody, I feel like that in our chat that we're in now, like when I'm low, someone is high and picks me up. When I'm high, I give, and so it's just a
Thank
good,
God we don't have a bad day all on the same damn
I
day.
know that
right?
has yet to happen. It has yet to happen. So
that's one thing I'm totally grateful for. So I'm willing to do whatever. I mean, if you guys decide that you want to separate me and Mary, that's okay with me. If you guys decide you want to put us on the same team, that's okay with me. Mary and I do check-ins every day. Anyhow, Mary and I have been hooked to the hip since well, it's been 2 years now, over 2 years now, because we were with the other company before, and I followed Mary. Mary enrolled me, and I've been Mary's girl. I was one of Mary's promoters in the last company, and I'm her team builder on this one. You know, I by signing up under Mary hit. As soon as I hit my 10 or whatever, as soon as I hit D2, she hit D3 or however it goes. I don't know what D1. As soon as I directed, she hit the other one. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how all this shit works. I'm doing it. You know, I'm just
We'll
trying
make sure
to
you know.
Okay. All right. You guys decide what you want to do. I mean, Kayla, I don't know if you want to take Francis and us on. I'm cool with that too. Lindsay, if you're, whatever you guys want to do. And, and maybe I should duck out and let you guys talk about it and figure it out. I don't know what you want to do, how you want to do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm full of emotions and full of fear. And like I told Kayla this morning, fear is two things. It's either face everything, face everything. And, that's recover. No, it's, that's different. That's a different one. But basically for me, normally it's fuck everything and run. Okay. So I don't want to do that. I don't. And,
No.
yeah. Whatever.
I just had that same conversation with Kayla just a little bit ago, that I have let fear run me my whole entire life, and I'm 58 years old. I don't want to be afraid anymore. I'm not going to let fear stand in the way of what I want to do. It's held me back my whole entire life, and I don't want it to happen anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You're younger than me, Kelly.
Oh, am I?
Yes, you are.
Hey, I think for the longest time, I was the oldest person on the whole team.
Nope, not anymore, baby. Not anymore. I'm 61.
Oh, wow. So we're close, though. We're close
Yeah,
in age.
We are.
Well, Frances will be 70 this year, so she's got us all beat.
Wow. I can't wait to meet her. So, like I said, if you guys want me to duck off so you guys can talk about it, if you guys want me to stick around while you talk, I don't know what you guys want me to do. It doesn't, I will do whatever you want me to do. And, yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm scared of what you guys decide at this moment, because I don't know what I really think,
That's kind of where I'm at, is like, I don't know if it's best to just split the teams and do that, or I honestly don't mind if I take Francis and Vicky and Mary on a team and stuff too, because I know you guys can do it. It'll be okay.
Would it be okay if I talk to Francis and see if she's okay with her and I not being on the same team?
Right. That's what I was going to ask you too.
I kind of wonder, I don't know. I think she would be okay, but just in case she wouldn't be, just so, she has a say.
Okay,
Right.
yes, absolutely. I agree.
Okay.
She needs to have a say because she was the core three, and now we're talking about changing it up. So yes, I would feel much better if you guys did do it that way. But I would love to do. I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway. It doesn't matter.
We're all still going to be all together,
Right,
really. I
exactly.
mean, it's just a technicality.
No, the thing is, I believe the reason that they're doing this is, remember the core four in the very beginning that they were in the diner, Kayla?
Mm-hmm.
Were you there for that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So
put it at the beginning of that live too, and for you guys that watched.
okay, so that's the whole purpose of the four core is to have those people that you have to be responsible to, and that make you, bring you up when you need to bring brought up, or pull your covers when they work together. They were all broke together at the same time, and they did it together, and look at them now. Look at them.
Right.
So, my point of that is that basically I believe it's to get us to build teams of together, to build, to make this happen together. I mean, that's exactly what it is. But anyhow, all right, I'll shut up. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so do you want to talk to Frances and then fill us in this evening and stuff after she's done with her meeting, and then we can kind of like decide and structure everything in the chat and just kind of get ready and plug stuff in? Because
Okay. Yeah. She's supposed to call me tonight when she gets off from work. So,
you know if she has done her points for convention or gotten her convention ticket yet?
she was talking about it the other day, but I don't know if she went through with it or not.
So there is, I put a thing in the chat, I think today, that if people do it tonight, they still have the option to do like a payment plan on the
Oh,
convention.
I'll tell her that. Yeah.
So
I wish
Because she might have to do it that way.
what was
I
that,
would have
Vicky?
waited. Yeah, I wish I would have waited and done it that way. I paid for it all out.
Yeah, I
do you
did
know if
too.
Mary has gotten her convention ticket
Yeah.
yet? Okay,
Yes,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, she
I
did
thought
it
she
before.
told me that last night, but I couldn't remember. Now my brain was not working completely last night. Okay, so it's about to kick us off here in just a couple of minutes, but let's go ahead and figure things out the rest of the way in the chat tonight. Hopefully people will have the chance to listen to this. I don't know when these recordings actually post or when I can get it. I think I can just do it here in a couple of minutes, but
Yeah, I think you can too. I think that's how they do it.
yeah, as soon as I have access to it, I'll post it in there and stuff so that people can watch it, and then we can go through and just finish structuring the teams and stuff based off of how input works, I guess.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Hey,
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Caleb. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Kayla. Bye, everybody.